Good day, everyone. It's a hot summer day, and today we're going to talk about United States. Yes, this is part 11A, A New Life in the US. But before we start, as always, make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's learn. It's pedal to the metal. Everybody, read and listen to Dominic. I need you to choose A or B. All right.
11.1
We followed our dream. My wife and I always wanted to live abroad, but Miriam and I both work in the UK. She's a doctor, and I'm a designer. And we have two small children, Sasha and Elena. Then an American university, Duke in Durham, North Carolina, asked Miriam to go and work there for a year. At first, we weren't sure what to do. There were so many questions. What about Sasha's school? What do we do with our house? But finally, we decided to go.
Okay, very good. Check your answers with your friends as always. So Dominic and his wife wanted to live in another country, abroad. And Duke University offered Miriam a job in the US. Number 3, in the beginning, they weren't sure if they wanted to go. A very good start. Follow me. In this part, I need you to listen and match the sentences 1, 2, 3, all the way to 6 to A, B, C, D, E, F, to the pictures. The sentences to the pictures. Listen and match.
11.2 1
We rented a house near the university.
2
We booked our flights. It was a long trip.
3
We invited our friends to a restaurant to say goodbye.
4
We packed 7 heavy suitcases.
5
The children didn't want to sleep on the plane. Sasha played with toys and Elena looked at books.
6
When we arrived in North Carolina, we were very tired.
All right, very good. So, again, check your answers with your friends. We rented a house near the university. F, we booked our flights. It was a long trip. All right. C, we invited our friends to a restaurant to say goodbye. Okay. D, we packed 7 heavy suitcases. E, the children didn't want to sleep on the plane. Sasha played with toys and Elena looked at books. That's A. And number 6, when we arrived in North Carolina, we were very tired. Yeah, arrival. B. But we're not done yet. Everybody, look at the highlighted verbs, the ones in the yellow color. Yes. Okay, so today we're going to talk about simple past. Present, right now. Past, finito. Okay, so look, we book. Now, in the past tense, we booked our flights. We arrive. In the past tense, we arrived in North Carolina. And they didn't want to sleep. Yes, today we're talking about the past tense. Yeah, finished actions. My smart friends, just listen and repeat. Let's do it.
11.3
I arrived at the airport at 7 o'clock.
I didn't arrive at the airport at 7 o'clock.
You finished the book.
You didn't finish the book.
He wanted a coffee.
He didn't want a coffee.
She liked the movie.
She didn't like the movie.
It rained yesterday.
It didn't rain yesterday.
We studied Spanish at school.
We didn't study Spanish at school.
They stopped at a cafe.
They didn't stop at a cafe.
Did you watch TV yesterday?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Did she walk to work?
Yes, she did. No, she didn't.
Did they play tennis?
Yes, they did. No, they didn't.
All right, very good. It's very easy. So for the past tense, I arrived, ed. You finished, ed. You add ed. If you want to make it negative, didn't arrive, didn't plus the base form, the original verb form, yeah? You didn't finish, he didn't want, she didn't like. As for questions, look, did you watch TV yesterday? Did, and the original form, the base form, did you watch TV yesterday? And look, yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Okay, did she walk to work? Did they play tennis? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. It's very easy. Now look, work, worked. Finish, finished. You add ed. Sometimes, if it's ending in e, you just add d. Live, lived. Change, changed. Cry, cried. Study, studied. IED. Yeah, stop, stopped. Okay, prefer, preferred. Okay, so we use it to talk about the past, and it's the same for all persons. You don't change it. And yeah, I explained the rest of it. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's practice together. You can also take a screenshot from this page and do the exercises while you look at your screenshot. Let's see what you got, my friends. It's your turn. This is your challenge. Everybody, exercise A. Write the sentences in the simple past. For example, look, he watches a lot of TV. He watched a lot of TV. So write the sentences in the past tense. And as for B, complete the conversations with the verbs in parentheses. In the simple past, it can be positive, negative, didn't and the base form, and a question. For example, did and the base form, yeah? Look at the example. Did you play golf last weekend? Yes, I played on Saturday. As always, you can stop the video, take your time, do it yourself. There's no rush, okay? And if you have done it, check with your friends. Very good. So, number one, they work in a bank. What's the past tense? They worked in a bank. Number two, he finishes work late. He finished work late. Okay, we live in Brazil. We lived in Brazil. I carry a big bag. I carried a big bag. Number five, she walks to work. She walked to work. And the train stops in Chicago. The train stopped in Chicago. We played tennis. We played tennis. You talk a lot. You talked a lot. I relax on the weekend. I relaxed on the weekend. He waits for the bus. He waited for the bus. She prefers the red car. She preferred the red car. She needs a new coat. She needed a new coat. Great. Now it's time for the second set. Look, number one. Where did you park the car? I parked it near the restaurant. And number two. Did you finish your homework? No, I didn't finish it. It was very difficult. Number three. What did you study in college? I studied economics. Number four. Did you like the concert? No, I didn't like it very much. The singers were terrible. Number five. Did you watch TV last night? Yes, we watched a very good show. Number six. Did you close the door when you went out? Of course I closed it. Number seven. Did you cry at the end of the movie? Yes, I cried a lot. And last one, what time did you arrive in Tokyo? We arrived very late, about 1 a.m. And that's it for the grammar exercises. Well done, my friends. As for this part, everybody in pairs, you and your friend. Okay? I need you to first ask and answer questions about this story. Okay, for example, look at number 1. Dominic and Miriam want to live abroad. Okay, so what is the question? Did Dominic and Miriam want to live abroad? Yes, they did. So you can have the story here on the other side of the screen. Okay, make questions and answer the questions. All right, you can also stop the video. First, write the questions, everybody. Very good. If you have done it, let's write the questions together. So number 2, did Duke University offer Dominic a job? No, they didn't. Or no, it didn't. Okay, very good. Number 3, what is the question and what is the answer? Did they invite their friends to their house? To their house. No, they didn't. Or for example, number 4, did the children want to sleep on the plane? No, they didn't. They wanted to play. Number 5, did Sasha play with toys on the plane? Yes, he did. And number 6, did Elena play with Sasha? No, she didn't. All right, you got it. So questions in the past tense and answers in the past tense. This is important. Look, pronunciation, regular simple past endings. So look, d, t, id. Listen and repeat. I'll explain. Okay?
11.4. Dog. D.
We arrived in North Carolina. Sasha played with toys.
Tie. T.
We booked our flights. Elena looked at books. We packed 7 heavy suitcases.
Id.
We rented a house near the university. We invited our friends to a restaurant.
Okay. Now everybody pay attention. Look, d, arrived, played, t, booked. You don't say booked. It's hard. Booked, looked, packed. Okay, and it, rented, invited. Okay, you don't say rented. No. Rented. Very good. Now, I need you to listen and repeat the sentences. Okay, let's do it.
11.5. 1.
We rented a house near the university.
2.
We booked our flights. It was a long trip.
3.
We invited our friends to a restaurant to say goodbye.
4.
We packed 7 heavy suitcases.
5.
The children didn't want to sleep on the plane. Sasha played with toys and Elena looked at books.
6.
When we arrived in North Carolina, we were very tired.
And that's how you speak naturally. Okay? Pay attention to the pronunciation. I know you can do it. You're smart. I believe in you. After all these exercises, grammar, listening, reading, it's time for you to speak, because speaking is what matters. Everybody, with your partner, you and your friend, okay? Make positive and negative sentences that are true about you. You can use the phrases below, okay? And you can add more information. Check the things your partner did and cross out the things he or she didn't do. For example, this morning, I listened to the radio. I walked to work or school. I arrived late at work or school. Last night, I called a friend last night. I watched TV last night. I studied English last night or last weekend. I played a game or sport last weekend, I'm sorry. I cooked lunch or dinner last weekend. I helped in the house last weekend. So I need you to make your sentences and speak with your friends. For example, Jimmy, yes, what did you do last night? Or, well, I went to my sister's house and I played with her son. Yeah? So talk about the past. What did you do? All the way to part 4. Reading and listening. Everybody, I need you to read and listen to part of Dominic's blog about their life in the US. What did they like about the US? And what was a problem for them? So, what did they like? And what was the problem for them? Okay, listen and answer.
11.6.
At first, living in the US was very difficult. We missed our friends and family, and we didn't like the food. It was difficult to find good chocolate. We also needed to rent a car. In London, we don't drive, but in Durham, not many people walk or use public transportation. But we soon started to enjoy it. Our house was nice and near a big park. Sasha liked his school, especially his music teacher who played the trumpet. He worked hard and his teachers were very happy with him.
Great. So check your answers with your friends. Now, they liked their house and Sasha liked his school. But the problem, what was the problem? They missed their friends and family. Oh, that's a big thing when you immigrate. They didn't like the food and they needed to rent a car. Great. Now I need you to listen again and correct the information. For example, look, Miriam wasn't very happy at work. Of course, Miriam was very happy at work. So correct the information. Listen again.
11.6.
At first, living in the US was very difficult. We missed our friends and family, and we didn't like the food. It was difficult to find good chocolate. We also needed to rent a car. In London, we don't drive, but in Durham, not many people walk or use public transportation. But we soon started to enjoy it. Our house was nice and near a big park. Sasha liked his school, especially his music teacher who played the trumpet. He worked hard and his teachers were very happy with him.
Okay, very good. So just like the first one, Dominic worked in an office. Okay, correct it? Yeah, Dominic worked from home. Life in the US was very expensive. Of course not. Life in the US was cheap. The children learned to play tennis. The children learned to swim. The people in Durham weren't very friendly. Of course they were friendly. The national parks were similar to English parks. No, the national parks were very different. At the Blueberry Farm, they listened to classical music. No, they listened to country music. They stayed in Durham for 2 years. No, they stayed for 1 year. And they returned to England because they missed their life there. No, they returned to England because of Miriam's job. Miriam's job finished. So they had to go back. Very good, but we are not finished yet. So listen to the rest of the blog and complete the title with UK or the US. Do they want to go back to the UK or do they want to go back to the US? Listen.
11.7.
Miriam really liked her job. It was very interesting. I worked from home, so I was with the children a lot, and I loved it. In general, life was good. It was cheap, cheaper than in the UK. We joined a sports club where the children learned to swim, and I played a lot of tennis, one of my favourite sports. The people in Durham were very friendly. They often invited us to their homes. It was easy to meet people at the sports club or at the university where Miriam worked. And there were so many new places to see. On weekends, we visited some of the beautiful national parks. They were very different from English parks. In one park, there was a sign saying, "Don't disturb the snakes." Sasha loved it. I also remember a trip to a country music festival at a blueberry farm. It was fantastic. First, we listened to the music, and then we picked a lot of blueberries. They're Alina's favourite fruit. But after that trip, she didn't want to eat a blueberry for at least 2 weeks. We stayed in Durham for a year. After that, we returned to England because my wife's job finished. But we loved our life in the US, and we're thinking of going back there in maybe 2 or 3 years.
Okay, so they want to go back to the US. Okay, very good, very nice. Now, I have a question for you. Do you know anyone, you, your family members, your friends, who lived and studied in another country? For example, maybe your cousin went to study in Germany or Italy, yeah? Where were they? Was it a good experience? Speak with your friends and share your experiences. Speak it up. And as the last set in the house, I need you to listen and repeat the words and phrases.
11.8.
A designer. A national park. Public transportation. A trumpet. A sports club. Blueberries. Abroad. Cheaper than. Decide. Invite. Offer. Miss. Visit. Pick. Return.
All right, as always, make sentences with these words and compare your sentences with your friends. You're fantastic. Let go of the stress and get on your purpose. And another video done. You can't believe how happy I feel when I get one of these done for you. I will teach you as long as I live. You can download the slides in the description part and you can contact me if you need any help. And make sure to like and subscribe. You can always become a member of the channel and support this cause. But one thing is very clear, my friend. You are capable, you are talented, you just need to think clear, let go of all the stress, let go of all the emotions, and get on your purpose. Find your purpose, find your talent, and monetize it. And try to create value for your community. You're great. Just get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Bye-bye.